Hi friends, you want to go to Canada but don't know how to fill the WES form?
Oh, I'm so confused. There are so many fields to fill. There are so many questions to ask.
So you are confused about the WES form. Let's go through it step by step. So to start filling in your WES form, you need to go to the WES website. The WES website is WES.org. It is not a .com website. So again my friends, the website you want to visit is WES.org. Once we are on the website, we see two buttons, one for returning applicants to sign in and the other one for new applicants to get started. Since we are visiting the website for the first time, click on Get Started. Clicking on the Get Started button gets us to a page which tells us about the 3-step evaluation process that WES will follow for your application. Right below the 3 steps, you have a button which says Apply Now. Click on that button. As we click on Apply Now, WES brings us to a page where it asks us, where will you use your evaluation? For us, of course, it's Canada. So click on Canada. The WES has 3 options. The WES Standard Application, which is for higher or continuing education. The ECA application for IRCC. This is the one that we'll choose. There's also another option, ECA application for Agri-Food Pilot. This is for people who will go through the agriculture route. So again, we will choose ECA application for IRCC. Click on the button Start Application. As we click on Start Application, WES brings us to Create Account. On this page, we will go through the process of setting up our account on WES. For this, you will need to put in your name, your date of birth, your email, and create a password and provide a security question. Now let's go through these fields one by one. So the first is your first name and then your last name. If you have a middle name, enter that. Choose the date of birth. Here you have a drop down. The first thing that you choose in your date of birth is the month, then the date of the month, and then the year. Since we do not have a reference number at this moment, we'll click No. Then we'll enter the email address that we want to use to create our WES account. Please choose carefully, as this is the email that you will need if you need to correspond with WES. They will send updates on your application on this email only. We will need to enter our email once more and then choose a password. The password has to be minimum 8 characters, which has 1 uppercase or capital letters and 1 number and 1 special character. Spaces are not allowed. You will need to re-enter the password once more, and then we have a security question. You can choose any of the security questions that you are comfortable with. Type in the answer to the security question and then click on Create Account. This will create your WES account.
Hey, this is getting easier now. What should I do after creating my account in WES?
That's great. Let's continue now. As we click on Create Account, WES brings us to the My Application page. On this, the first few fields like your given name and your family name and date of birth are already filled in as earlier. You just need to choose your gender first of all. Your mailing address is the next field on my application. First of all, choose the country from the drop down, then fill in your street address, the city, the state, and your PIN code. After the mailing address, you need to enter your phone number with the country code. India's country code is +91. So type +91 and then your phone number. After the phone number, your login information is displayed. Ensure that you have the correct email address and the security question and answer. If you don't need to change your login information, press next. Otherwise, make your changes to the login information now and then press next. This brings us to the page where we need to add our credentials. Click on Add Credential. Clicking on Add Credential brings up the pop-up for Add Credential. Here we need to fill in all the details of the degree that we need WES to evaluate. WES does not evaluate school education, but in case of masters, we need to get the credentials for both the graduation and the masters evaluated. We'll need to submit their details separately. On the Add Credential form, the first thing we do is choose the country of education. Since my degree is from India, I will choose India. The next field on the Add Credential form is type of education. You have 6 different types of education. Of course, my degree is university, so I will choose university education. In the next field, we need to choose whether we are submitting a bachelor's degree, a master's degree, or a doctoral degree program. I am submitting a bachelor's degree, so I will choose bachelor's degree programs. Name of the institution is the next field on the Add Credential form. As you start typing the name of your university, a bunch of options will come. You can choose either one of them, or if they do not match, you can even type the name of institution as it appears on your degree. Do make sure that the name of the institution matches exactly with what you have on your degree. Next field is the name of diploma or certificate. Enter the name of your degree, like Bachelor of Arts, exactly as it appears on your degree. If it is not there in the drop down, you must type it just the way it is on your degree. After we have added the name of the diploma or certificate, we need to add our name. Please ensure that the name over here matches with what you have in the degree. It may not be the name that you're using now, but it definitely has to be the name that is there on the degree. Then enter your last name or family name. After that, we have the field of study. Please enter that from the degree, and from the degree you will enter the year awarded, that is the year in which you got the degree in the next field. The last field on this form is years attended. These are the years for which you attended this course. So you will choose the from and to year for the course for which you are adding the credentials, and then click Save. That's it, your credential has been added. In case you want to submit a master's degree for credential evaluation, then you will follow the exactly same steps to add another credential for evaluation by WES.
So, what do we do next?
Just a few simple steps and you will be done. If you want to add any other credential for evaluation, like if you have done a diploma, PG diploma, a master's, or any other bachelor's degree, just click on Add Another Credential. Otherwise, click on Next. By default, WES will send you a copy of your evaluation results. It also will send a digital copy to IRCC. If you want to add any other recipients, then you need to click on Add Recipients. Most of us will not need to do so you can click on Next. On this screen, WES shows you the features of your evaluation package. It is the ECA package, which is specially designed for IRCC, for Canada Immigration. WES offers to deliver the results or the evaluation via standard mail, which is without tracking, for $10, and if you would like an international courier option, then they charge $85. Depending on your requirement, you can choose either one of them. Most people will choose the standard option, as you do get a digital copy of evaluation result, which is good enough to know how WES has evaluated your credentials. So click Next. WES will now tell you about the requirement documents for the credentials that you have submitted for evaluations. For each credential that you submit to WES for evaluation, you will need to upload a clear copy of the degree under your My Account section. It has to be a clear, colored copy of the degree. The other thing that you need to submit is a transcript or statement of marks. This needs to go directly from the institution or the university from where you graduated or passed that degree. It will be sent by the institution directly to WES in a sealed envelope. As you scroll down the page, WES will show you the address where your institution needs to send the transcript or statement of marks. Please note this down, as you will have to share this with your institution along with the reference number that will be generated after you have done the WES payment. Click Next. On this page, WES requests you to review your application and ensure that all the details that you provided are correct. If you need to change any of these details, click on the Edit button and update the information. As you scroll down on the page, WES brings you to some acknowledgements which it wants you to acknowledge. You need to click on each of these 4 acknowledgements and then click Next. After the confirmation and acknowledgements, WES brings you to a very important screen. It wants you to confirm your name and date of birth. It is very important that you confirm and see that there are no mistakes, because this will be used for your evaluations. If there is a mistake, even after this confirmation, WES is not going to change that. So if there is any change, then click on Edit and make that change. Otherwise, click on Confirm. After you confirm your name and date of birth, WES wants to determine your eligibility for harmonized sales tax. If you are not residing in Canada, choose the first option which says I am not a resident of Canada and click Continue. After WES has determined your eligibility for the harmonized sales tax, it brings you the fee summary and asks you to select a payment method. The most common payment method is credit card. Click on Credit Card and click Submit. Since we chose credit card as the payment method, WES brings us to the payment information screen and requests us for our credit card details and billing details. Fill those details in and click Submit. Once your payment is successful, WES gives you your reference number. This reference number will be used by WES for evaluation. Please keep this reference number carefully. You will also need to give this reference number to your institution so that they can add it to the envelope when sending your statement of marks or transcripts to WES for evaluation.